Good morning.
Good
Morning, Adona.
morning.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
Bobby.
change the settings because I need to approve each person joining. Let me just see if I can figure this out 1 second.
Oh, it's before you even log in, Jeez.
Adona, I'm driving, so I'm
That's
just gonna
crazy.
I'm gonna mute myself, okay?
It's fine.
All right, I think I fixed it. That was easy.
Who did that?
I'm not sure, but I don't want to have to. Okay, good. So it's working.
Topper sent me a message and he wanted to know if Jason Pantera gave a discount code at the end of the meeting the other day, which I thought he did.
Good. I have it.
You have it? Okay, because I want to send it to him. I didn't take it because I wasn't gonna, download anything, but I'm sure Kenya has it too. She had her sister taking pictures of everything. Did you have a good
Yep,
day
I have it.
yesterday?
Yes, it was amazing, very relaxing. It was great. How about yours?
Good. We hosted, so it was hectic.
Oh,
It's good.
me, the pleasure of going to as soon as I got to my mom's house, she's like, "Oh, come and help me." I was like, "Whoa." I was like, "I just got here, and the reason I came over is so I don't have to do the hosting, I don't have to do the cleanup or serving." I was like, "Ask my sisters. I have like two sisters. Why should I do it?"
That's right. Your birthday, well,
It's my
your
birthday
birthday's
month.
next week.
Yeah, but it's my
Birthday
Hi,
month.
I celebrate the
hi
whole month.
everyone.
Hi,
Good
good morning.
morning.
I'm
Everybody's
driving.
out
I'm
on
gonna
the,
mute myself.
No problem.
yeah.
Sounds good. Who's the iPhone? Oh, it's Danielle. Good morning. You're on mute, but that's
He's the secret agent.
yes.
I was
That's
going
what
to
I
tell
say to
you.
some of my sellers when they don't want to put up a sign. I said, "Oh, I didn't realize we were having a secret sale."
The code, Adona, did you find it? It's AIM 50 off.
Yes, I sent it to her.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Thank you, Danielle.
I'm on my way in.
I'm actually very interested. I think, Sophia, I know you're driving, but did you get a chance to see if we can get a group membership? You're on mute. Just be careful because I know you're driving.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
He said I left a message on Thursday, and I then got a message back that he would call me today because
Okay.
like I said, so I'll follow up on that today.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll see you soon. All right. We'll just wait another minute or two. It's just 9:30. People are still joining. Did you guys get a text message from? Okay, good. I don't know, for some reason I'm getting the Friday text, but I'm not getting the Tuesday text. So I just want to make sure uh everyone has them.
Yes, I did get it.
Did anybody ever buy into the probate leads that you see on Facebook?
Not me. Anyone else?
Not me.
Not I.
Okay.
I didn't.
All right. Just curious. I see it all the time popping up on Facebook. I was just wondering if anybody had experience with it.
I feel like if you see any lead gen on Facebook, it's probably best to not spend your money on them.
I know. I know.
And the best way to do it if you're looking to get into that direction is really go after the attorneys that do probate, but don't just be like, "Oh, give me work." Maybe figure out like what type of business they do and maybe refer some people to them, and then you can start building your rapport with them. That's the best way.
Right.
Usually probate attorneys, some of them do real estate as well, so you
Okay.
can refer. I know an agent in one of our offices gets referrals from the attorney because he uses him for real estate, and then he in exchange he'll like refer his past clients.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a nice connection to build, really. Right?
Yeah.
So good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
Hey, Tim.
We'll start 9:35, Fran. Is that good?
Okay,
Just to
that's
give
good.
people to sign in.
You have water.
Mm.
Of course, I think this morning we're probably going to get everybody that knows how to be compliant, right? So it's just
You know,
a gentle reminder, right?
yeah. And if you and I can both spend full-time hours on just policing all the social media posts, like I can always find something wrong, and you never know, like you can get away with it for so long until somebody reports you.
And you
Exactly.
know what we have found in the past, in my experience over 30 years, it's when somebody sees someone who's really doing well and they just get jealous over that, unfortunately, and then they decide that they're going to, turn them in. And that's because they're
Unfortunate,
jealous
but
and they're not doing enough. Because if everybody is really, really busy, they don't have the time for this kind of stuff. But the real estate commission is, kind of out there. So we'll give it one more minute for people to get on. A few. Some people are still away. It's such a crazy week.
Well, I was watching this video and the guy says, "Hello from New York," and he's wearing like a winter coat with the scarf, and he's like, "Happy Memorial Weekend." It was cold. I had the heat on too. I mean, yesterday was nice, but it wasn't like beach weather or anything like that.
Yeah, it was cold.
Well, I don't know if you're sitting right in the direct sun. I mean, we have a patio that is full sun, like from 2 o'clock on. It's like sitting in a heat box, you know? And it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, want me to start?
Yes, please.
Okay. So today we're just going to talk a little bit about being compliant with your advertising in New Jersey specifically. We have a lot of rules and regulations in New Jersey regarding advertising, and a lot of it is based on the administrative code, but I'm not going to like cite the code by no means of the imagination. I just couldn't even do that. And I wouldn't want to bore everyone. So basically, there are a few basic guidelines that follow the rules and regulations. And before I do really start, I just want to say that I do have an email out to the state because when I was gathering this information, I had a little bit of a hard time finding information regarding teams and and whether that is really more the MLS rules as far as teams and reporting and stuff like that, or I'm pretty sure the team name has to be on all advertising, especially promoting listings and stuff, but on personal promotion, I just wanted to verify with them how prominent the team name has to be, whether I'm sure it's smaller than the broker name, but I just wanted to get the down and dirty on that for everyone that's here today. So,
Fran,
first
can
of
I
all, I
just
think it goes without.
I'm sorry,
What?
1 second. Can you also find out that, let's say if it's not a state requirement, a real estate requirement where they need to add the team name, can it be a team leader requirement where in order for you to be in their team, you have to use the team name under all advertising? That's something I would want to know.
Yeah, that was part of the question that I asked. I did
Awesome.
say, if it's not required by the state, can the team leader then, or is it just a team leader requirement, And so we'll see how, I don't know if I'll get a response before we finish, but anyway, so it goes without saying that your advertising must be truthful and accurate, right? You don't want to say it's a $3 million neighborhood when really the homes are selling for $500,000, all right? You don't want to stretch anything in the advertising, and you want to be really careful also with photos that could be turned to be deceptive. You want to be very, very clear on what you're putting out there. You want to make sure that your statements are true and accurate. And I say less is more when it comes to this, okay? I don't think that you should be providing quotes on anything, like a recent quote for this, or a new roof, or a recent quote for flood insurance, anything, not that it specifically would be in an advertisement, but when you put something on the MLS, it's going out there, and that makes you liable for that information, and it makes the company liable. And sometimes the E&O does not cover that. So you want to be very, very careful about quoting things and listing anything. Less is more. Remember that. That's a really important point. Second, the broker's information obviously has to be the prominent and must be included on all advertising, and it must be larger than the licensee's name. Okay, it has to be larger than the licensee's name. You should also be stating the type of license that you have, whether you're a salesperson or if you're a broker salesperson, must be indicated. You can't say you're a Remax salesperson or anything else. The sales consultant is technically not even considered an acceptable term. I mean, I have a book from the Real Estate Commission and I've looked at it several times. And yes, it would be nice if they would update it, but as of right now, that's where we stand. Salesperson, broker salesperson, you could put sales associate or broker associate. The office information, the office main phone number, and if applicable, the office address must be included, especially if you're including your own phone number. The office phone number has to be included on your advertising. You have to disclose when things are, you shouldn't really be advertising an under contract listing. If you're advertising something that's under contract, you should put that it's under contract. The specific terms and information must be clearly earmarked on your advertisement. It's okay to put a post that you have something that's under contract. Just make sure that you're making everyone aware of that, so they're not calling you thinking that it's an active listing. Of course, I think this goes without saying. Advertising cannot include limitations or discrimination based on protected characteristics like race, religion, etc. So we all know the federal fair housing laws they kind of have a broader, I think there's 7 items that the federal fair housing laws cover, but New Jersey fair housing laws go much further. So you don't want to use terms. And if you're entered listings on the Garden State MLS, they have bounced you if you put family neighborhood or anything that's indicative. If you put family neighborhood, that discriminates against single people who might want to move into that neighborhood. It's a discriminatory use of language, and you want to be careful about that. Discrimination is a huge part of the advertising guidelines that you need to follow. The broker, and if you're doing your own posting, technically the broker is responsible for approving and authorizing all advertising. So it's a good habit to get into when you're thinking of putting an ad together, to have your office manager take a look at it so that you know that, excuse me, that it is compliant. You also want to be really careful about copying someone's post and information unless you have authority from the person, because this could be a multi-layered situation that could put you down a bad hole. Let's say the person is paying for that social media posting and they are getting these posts designed by someone else who is the creator of the post. So they're paying for the service, but you don't have permission to use their posting. So you have to be really careful, trying not to copy anything like that. There are lots of places like on Facebook, the Remax Creative Share, where they design social media posts that anybody can use. And I always, even I go on and I say to them, oh, this is great. Can I use it? Can I share it? You know, just to double check, because those people, they're just actual Remax agents like us that are part of that, but they have the ability to you know, to decide whether or not they want to let you use their information. I mean, that actual site on Facebook is really designed so everybody contributes. I haven't really contributed anything in a long time because creating the posts are not so easy to do. But I think that,
Fran, I'm
Donna,
sharing.
do you want to say something?
Yeah, I just shared the link for that creative page on Facebook for anyone that wants to join. I just shared the link on the
Good.
chat, so feel free to go ahead and request to join them.
Right. That's excellent. That's a good source because not all of us have that creative, you know, part of us, or we don't have Canva, we don't know how to use different things. So that's really great. One of the other things you can consider using is Photify, and it's like $8.35 a month for a Remax agent for individual Photify account, and it's great for doing your posting and being compliant, right? You still have to check it because some of the posts don't have the office phone number and have room for your phone number, but you can make it work. You just have to make sure it's right. Excuse me. Okay, so let me just no misleading, and I do have some notes on the side here I'm looking at because I can't memorize everything, but no misleading location, right? You cannot claim a location as a licensed real estate office unless it actually is. So if you work out of your home and you consider that a home office, it's not a licensed location. Excuse me, it is your home office. Maybe you might deduct that on your taxes, but it is not a location that can be put in an advertisement. In order to have an office location, you need to have a designated realtor in the office and, you know, who has their broker's license. You also want to be careful about not endorsing that you have the New Jersey Real Estate Commission, the statement licensure does not imply endorsement must immediately follow. Okay, licensure does not imply endorsement. It doesn't mean that the New Jersey Real Estate Commission endorses you as an agent. So you have to be very, very careful about that. You want to be very careful about discriminatory language offers in your advertising. And if you're doing a series of social media posts, or if someone is handling that for you, you want to make sure that the posts are varied. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that you don't want to have a series of posts featuring just one race all the time, or one culture all the time, or one sex all the time. You want to make sure that it's varied, because even though you may not use discriminatory speech, you don't want to be accused of having discriminatory advertising. So you really need to make sure that if you look on the, you know, Remax, the webs, all the advertisements are varied, right? You have to make sure that you're putting out there that you are willing to work with anyone, help anyone, and move forward, you know, in that kind of a tone, and you will be just fine. I'm going to give you the, in case anyone cares to really look up additional rules and regulations, the New Jersey Administrative Code is 11.5-6, point 1. That has a lot of the rules and regulations that we follow in there. And then there's another section. No, actually, it's all under the same one for the New Jersey Administrative Code. That's where you're going to find, it has a lot of different sections to it. You're going to find a lot of information in that area if you Google that, and it will come up right away. Does anyone, and besides the team questions, because I'm gonna check my email while I just say, is there anyone that has any questions about what they can or cannot do? Okay, I didn't get anything back yet from her. Just, with the holiday weekend, I'm sure maybe she's even off today.
Fran,
But
I have a
like I said,
question. The coming soon, when can an
Okay.
agent advertise coming soon properties on the MLS? Can it be done after they have the listing sign and it's going on the market? Can they
Yes.
do it before they put it on the market, just notifying people that they have something coming on the market? When is it appropriate?
Okay. For Garden State MLS, they acknowledge for coming soon, uh, status. I'm sorry. They acknowledge a coming soon status. So there's a difference. The Garden State MLS is not a board-owned MLS. So those of you that are on New Jersey MLS, right now, we do not have a coming soon status. So there is a difference because when you're a board-owned MLS, you follow the clear cooperation rules all the way up to the end, right? New Jersey Real Estate Commission really doesn't acknowledge the coming soon status. So New Jersey MLS handles it a different way. But within 24 hours of the property being advertised, within 24, within one business day, let's put it that way, of a property being advertised, it must be on the multiple listing. It can be on as a coming soon, and you can advertise that, that's okay. But you cannot wait 5 days and advertise it as coming soon and then not have it registered with the MLS as a coming soon listing. Okay, so the new thing that's out with clear cooperation is the delayed marketing through IDX, which is a different situation. So you can delay the IDX feed that goes out to all the public websites if you want to do, excuse me, if you want to do something like that. But the MLSs have still not, I haven't seen anything on Garden State in New Jersey, definitely not, because I'm a director, that we have made a decision about how long your delayed marketing listing can be. So if you're doing coming soon or even a fully active listing within 24 hours of you putting it out there, it must go onto the multiple listing system with its status, either active or coming soon, within 24, one business day. I want to say one business day because there's a little caveat there. If you put it on a Friday, the next business day is Monday. But, I think Rob really likes us to be upfront and make sure that we're doing business and really representing our sellers the way we should be. And that is giving everyone an opportunity to show the house and bring clients to the house. The other thing is you cannot, because you're doing an open house, right, for a seller. If you're doing a public open house and it's advertised, you cannot say if you're working with another realtor, you can't come in. That is an absolute no-no. I have had that come up twice. You cannot do that. If you're doing a public open house, that includes everyone. If you don't want to do it that way, then scheduled and by appointment, block a window of time that you're going to be showing the property and arrange the showings, but do not do a public open house and then not let people in. That would be a big mistake. You could really be fined for that. I hope I answered your question, Adona.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? No? We have all the good people online here this morning, the ones who follow the rules already. So,
I have a question.
I,
Even
Yep.
though I'm not even in Jersey, but I'm sure that these rules apply in Florida as well. Can you hear me?
I
Yes.
can hear you. Mhm.
If I'm advertising a property that I just listed on my own Facebook page, And I just want to say, new listing, call me if you want to see it. Okay, would that suffice, or I have to put the office information, the office phone number, the address, all that stuff?
It should, well, I don't know where are you, Florida or
Florida.
Arizona? Yeah, I don't know what the rules are in Florida. In New Jersey, you need to have the office name and the office information on it.
Excuse me, I'd like to say check with the board.
Yeah, Terry, I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
speak to the broker because we cannot give you any type of advice because we're
Okay,
not.
I will double check.
Yeah,
Check
just
with the
check with
board.
or the board.
Gotcha, thank you.
You're welcome. As you guys know, in New Jersey, we have a mastermind at 9:30. So those of you that are joining Glenn Baker's session, it starts at 10. So we're just finishing up for New Jersey. If you're not in New Jersey, anything that we're saying right now only applies to New Jersey agents. So feel free to stay and listen, but please check with your brokers in your own states, whether you're in Florida or Arizona.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
So if you're doing an advertisement on Facebook and you don't want to put the address of the house, do you have to?
No, you don't have to put the address of the house, but you have to disclose that you're a real estate agent,
Okay.
right? And you have to disclose the office phone number, your phone number, your phone number, the address of the office. One of the things about advertising is, they'll give them a reason to call, right?
Right.
Let's give them a reason to call you. So I try not to put the address unless I'm doing an open house.
Right. Sometimes I
Of
like
the
to just say
property.
the area of the house. This way they want more information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyone else before we wrap it up?
Thank you, Fran. This was very, very important, and I appreciate you guys all joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining on the Tuesday after a holiday weekend. And
Yeah.
it's good to see everybody. Back to work.
Yes, back to work. I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to start a new recording for Glenn. He's here. And then if you guys don't have any other questions for New Jersey, we're just going to hold tight till the 10 o'clock until Glenn starts. So thank you guys.